Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We have a girl named Meg on the phone for a second date update today, and in her email, Meg said that after her date, she was super disappointed in herself.
Oh, man, Meg, don't be too hard on you.
Yeah, so before we go any further, Meg, I just want you to know the feeling is mutual. We're all super disappointed in you too, okay?
That's fair.
No, it's a good thing because there's nowhere else for you to go from here but up. Okay, so just remember, we couldn't possibly think less of you than we already do right now. So with that in mind, tell us about your date. Who's the guy you disappointed?
He doesn't speak for us.
Well, I met this guy named Sergey. I swiped right because I thought he was cute, and he ended up being cute in person, too. Okay, so I see what you're saying, Jeffrey. She is at the bottom.
Yeah.
She's hit rock bottom.
Give her a chance.
I mean, obviously, things are bad, Meg. Yeah, but I'm still just really confused. Okay, so wait, can we start with the disappointment, or do we get to the disappointment? Where does that come in?
Yeah, let's get to the disappointment. Why don't
Okay.
you start at the beginning and tell us a little bit about what you and Sergey did?
So, when we talked on the phone, we learned that we both love to travel, and
Shocking.
he's gone to a bunch of places that I have on my bucket list, like Machu Picchu, and I decided that instead of going to, a normal, boring sit-down dinner, it'd be kind of fun to experience other cultures together and try street food from around the world. Okay,
Oh, cool.
so you booked 2 one-way tickets around the world and set off on your adventure.
No.
We went across the globe, and we started with South America. Had some carne batata kebab from Peru and some chorizo sausage. Oh, so, you planned out, meals from around the world by finding different restaurants where you could go get, appetizers, essentially. Exactly. It's like a little snack walk. Oh, man. My heart is already full. If someone took me on a snack walk, that sounds amazing, doesn't it? Well, it was going really well, but I should have stuck with South America, I guess, because I decided to take us to a French spot, and I insisted that he try some street quiche. Street quiche? I don't know that that's a thing.
What does that sound like? Illegal.
So, street quiche, are these actual restaurants or are these carts that you're finding on the side of the road?
No, they're food trucks. Oh, you're at food trucks.
Okay.
Yeah, you're walking up off the street, but man, street quiche will get ya. What?
Yeah, it's written right there on the side of the truck. It'll get you.
15 minutes after he had the street quiche, he was just in really bad shape. He was heaving. Oh. I'm just sweating. It was really scary. So I took him to urgent care, and I felt terrible because of this stupid street quiche. And so the nice thing was that our conversation was a little bit surfacey at the food trucks, but in the waiting room, he opened up a little bit.
That's nice.
In between heaves and cold sweats, he's opening up to you?
See, that's the secret to getting a guy to open up to you. Put him in the hospital, and he'll tell you exactly what you want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Get him vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
He was crying, too, is what it sounds like. What did he tell you about? What'd you talk about? Oh, we just talked a little bit about our families and where we grew up, and we tried to not talk about food.
Good.
So, obviously, I cut it short because he wasn't feeling well. I stayed until he saw the doctor, and then I offered to take him home, but he just insisted on getting himself a lift and taking care of himself, and we had a really, polite hug, and that's kind of how things ended. I sent a check-in text to let him know that I had a good time before the heavesies. But, he's not really... There's no flirting or extra engagement. It's all very polite. Well, I would assume that he's very embarrassed. Anyone who's got food poisoning... I'm assuming that he had food poisoning from the street quiche. It's not your best look.
So why are you disappointed in yourself after this? Because the quiche didn't kill him? Or did you want to get to the rest of the countries?
No, because the quiche didn't kill me. It was, I feel a little responsible because I was the one telling him to try some food from my country.
Oh, no, your country hurt him.
Your heritage food. Yeah. I want him to know that he shouldn't feel embarrassed. Or be afraid of the French.
So when did he get released from the hospital? When's the last time that you talked to him?
It was about a week and a half.
I'm sorry. If I got food poisoning on a first date, I wouldn't be calling the guy back
No,
either.
no. All you think
No.
about when you think about them is
No,
the
it's-
terrible
yeah.
night you had.
It's like he's not going to eat quiche for at least 20 years, and
Yeah,
you're
street.
associated with it, so...
Well, that's what I thought, but then after he got sick, he kind of opened up to me. So I'm a little confused
Yeah.
why we were able to have this authentic, meaningful conversation and then nothing.
Yeah.
All right, Meg. Well, why don't you go grab a plate of quiche? We'll play a song and come back, and we'll call Sergey for you and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for part 2 of the second date update, we're on the phone with Meg. She went out with a guy named Sergey and accidentally gave him food poisoning on their date.
She didn't give it to him, but yeah.
She took him on a little tour of all the food trucks in their neighborhood, and she forced him to eat some street quiche.
I didn't force him.
Asked him, whatever, which made him open up. Just maybe not in the way she hoped,
Yeah.
because he became violently ill, and she had to bring him to urgent care, and once they released him, he has not reached out to her for another date. So, Meg, we're going to try our best to figure out what's going on with Sergey.
Thanks, you guys. I really hope street quiche didn't just ruin everything.
Well, it did ruin a lot of things. Yeah, probably his pants. But I just think he's embarrassed. I think if we can get through that piece for him, then it seems like a pretty easy second date situation.
Man, I sure hope so. I like him a lot.
All right, Meg, well, let's call Sergey and find out why he's ghosting you. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Sergey, please?
This is Sergey.
Hey, Sergey. This is young Jeffrey from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. Do you have a minute to chat with us?
I'm sorry, who is this?
It's young Jeffrey from the radio show Brook and Jubal in the Morning. Are you familiar with us at all?
Hey, hi guys.
So yes, you listen, or yes, you're cool that we're calling you.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused by all this. Why are you calling me?
It's a good question.
Yeah, great question.
Well, we're doing something called a second date update, where we ask people who have gone out on a date recently why they're not calling the other person back. So you recently took out a woman named Meg, and she told us a little bit about what happened. Yeah, she feels bad about it, and she's really hoping to get another chance with you. She just wants to know what the reason is, why you're not getting a hold of her.
Okay.
And for the record, she feels terrible about the street quiche situation. We heard about that.
Yeah.
She told you about that.
Yes.
I mean, if you're going to describe the date, it's a pretty big moment. Like, that would be the highlight, right?
So you think me vomiting everywhere was a highlight of the date?
Okay, that low light. I mean,
Yeah.
just a definitely spotlight.
A
of the
memorable moment
yeah.
from the date.
Important.
I see.
Are you embarrassed? Is that why you're not calling her back?
No, I mean, I had a good time. You know, she's very nice.
Even with all that, you had a good time.
Before that,
Yeah.
that part wasn't real fun, but yeah, no, she's great. She's very nice.
She's great. Okay. I mean, did you guys have chemistry?
Yeah, we had fun. We chatted, had a bunch of food. You heard about the quiche fiasco, so yeah, she's nice to hang out with.
I don't
So,
understand.
so why aren't you calling this great, nice, fun girl to hang out with?
She just, I mean, bottom line, she just deserves, someone better than me. I can't be honest about my past.
Whoa.
I haven't been dating for a while, and I was thinking I should get back into it or something, but she'd be much better off with somebody, than me.
I could handle their quiche.
No, that's like, what do you mean? She really liked you a lot. Like, what could be so terrible in your past that makes you undateable for her?
I just think I shouldn't be dating. She deserves a guy that can just be wide open about everything, and that's just...
What can't you be open about with her? Did you get in trouble with the law or something?
Oh, I was thinking divorce.
No, it's not divorce. I don't think, if she found out, I just don't think she could accept me. It's not a common kind of thing like that. So I keep saying it, but I think I just should not be dating right now, and especially with her, because she's great, and she took care of me when I was sick and all that kind of stuff. So she's really got that sweetness in her, and I am just
A terrible person.
Aw.
well,
What?
in the past, yes. I mean, but it just not now.
Did you commit a crime or something? Like, you're painting yourself as a very negative person.
And you sound lovely.
Yeah.
Like, I would go have a beer with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
no quiche.
I'm a terrible judge of character, yeah. No quiche. Like, I don't think you're giving yourself a shot, man. You can't decide for other people what they can and they can't handle.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily need to lay stuff on others. You know, I mean, there's a level, you know, and mine's pretty excessive. So it just.
So yeah, just quit. Good idea.
So, okay. So whatever you did in your past is so bad that you think you deserve to never have love and be single the rest of your life. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I've been struggling with, the whole dating somebody. You know, Meg was my first date, and she was great. And I just, you know, it's kind of like either you hurt yourself, sports injury, let's step back on the field, but you're like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not ready at all. This is still very painful kind of thing. So I just,
Okay.
I don't think I need to drag her in.
Well, Sergey, how about this? Why don't we let Meg decide whether it's worth going out with you again? Because she's obviously interested. Maybe she should be the one that gets the final decision. Meg, don't you want to say in this?
Yeah, I mean, hi, Sergey.
Wait, Meg?
Yeah, so here's the thing, Sergey. Meg has been secretly listening on the other line to everything that you've been saying.
Why didn't you guys tell me she was listening?
I mean, but hey,
She heard all of that?
Yeah, I'm just glad you're doing okay, Sergey. Listen, I had a nice time, and I thought we had a connection, and people make mistakes, you know. People have bad credit, people have criminal records, you know, that's the past, but, like, it's weird to just disappear.
I don't even think you'll understand. You know, everything everyone's naming is just so light compared to this. I don't think you would accept me for this. It's just...
I mean, you don't need to go into details, but try me.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm warning you. You're not going to like me after this, okay?
Oh, my God.
I can't go into a lot of detail, but a while back, I worked for some very bad people. You would know them as the cartel.
What? No way. He's like Narcos?
Wait, you were in... Okay, continue. Sorry, continue. Cartel. Got it.
See, that's what I'm saying. You guys saying bad credit, all that. No, and I did, you know, more than just selling drugs. You know, if I hadn't escaped, I'd be dead. Like, it just...
Escaped?
Yeah.
Are you being honest? Are you making this up to get out of... Like, is this the most elaborate way to, like, not to blow somebody off and be...
No.
Hold on. So can we clarify? You were in the cartel with bad credit, and that's why you can't go out with Meg.
Oh, Jeffrey. No, it is not the credit.
No, nothing to do with bad credit.
Okay, I'm just trying to get all the facts here.
Had to move to a different city, all that sort of thing. So that's why I can't open up. That's why talking about my past, it just doesn't work. I don't need to bring Meg into this, so...
Well, let Meg
Yeah,
decide.
yeah,
Let Meg
exactly.
she has a mind.
Right, Meg. So see, it's not what you were thinking. It's just the cartel.
Wow.
Is that okay?
That's huge.
I can't say I saw that one coming, but yeah, we should take things slowly.
Very.
You know,
Very
like,
slow.
it's mixed though, right, Meg? Because, like, part of that, really scary. Another part of that, kind of sexy for some
Yeah,
reason.
some girls want to date El Chapo.
It's a lot of things at one time.
That's for sure.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So, as you were saying before, you know, you can handle anything if you can accept this. You know, I mean, are you really interested?
Well, we could probably talk again, and it's nice to not feel as bad about the street quiche.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Okay.
about it.
So Meg, are you getting cold feet about this now?
No, he's still the same person I talked to at urgent care. It's just more information.
Sound nervous.
But you know what, though? You're starting possibly a relationship in very open, honest way.
Right, and his credit is great. So
Why are you going back to the credit?
Why are we focusing on
that was her thing. I don't know. She was obviously concerned about it before.
She doesn't care.
Meg, I'm free on Friday. What do you say?
Free from prison.
Free in general.
Well, I'll look at my calendar.
Well, hold on, Meg. You can't give your answer yet because if he's free on Friday and you agree, we'll actually pay for this date.
Yeah.
We will pay for you to go out with the ex-cartel member.
Well, I still have to go look at my calendar.
Oh, no.
Do not say no to the cartel, man.
Yeah, he didn't.
There's
I know.
movies about
He's
that.
got the hookups in Cancun. You do not want to miss out on this.
No.
Yeah, I knew I screwed up. You tell somebody once you're with the cartel and they just blow you off.
Words to live by.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Sergey, Thanks for being a good sport. Meg, come on. He's been through a lot between the cartel and the quiche.
Yeah.
Will you give him one more shot?
You know, it might work again, but I do need to check my calendar, and that's the final answer.
Ouch.
Yep.
All right.
There we go. Thank you.
Oh, man,
I'm
I'm so
so-
sorry.
I never knew I'd feel so bad for a cartel member.
I know, right?
You know, by giving it 8 thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to click that subscribe button for more videos.